Hey CheerStars families, this video will contain all the information you need to know about our 22-23 competition season. Let's get started. On this screen you will see our full competition schedule for the 22-23 season. This has all of our events, starting with Showcase with the Stars, which is already passed, all the way through Victory Spirit, which is April 29th and 30th. All of our teams will attend each event December 3rd all the way through the April 29th and 30th event. I want to bring special attention to CheerSport Nationals, which is listed as 3 different dates. That is February 17th, 18th, and 19th. All of our CheerStars teams will have mandatory practice on Friday evening, February 17th in downtown Atlanta at the Georgia World Congress Center. So please make sure you're blocking off all 3 dates for those. Besides that event, make sure to pay special attention to all of the dates, as some of our competitions are 2 days and some of them are only 1 day. At the bottom of the chart, you'll see end of season events. This is Regional Summit and D2 Summit. For these events, our teams must gain a bid or be invited to these events. If we do get any bids, your team will have an additional meeting to attend and more information will be sent out. There will be a block schedule released for each competition available 1 month before the event. As soon as the information is sent to me, I will email it out to you. You can also check the competition company's website if you're looking for information. For example, you could type in on Google All-Star Challenge Battle Under the Big Top, and you will be able to locate their company website. On that website, you will look for a link that says block schedule. The final performance schedule for each competition is not sent out until the week of the event. Therefore, I promise I am not withholding any information from you. I will send it out to you as soon as I have the information. So just be patient when you can. If you've competed with CheerStars before, you may notice that our schedule looks a little bit different than it has in the past. In past seasons, we have been a varsity exclusive gym, meaning we only compete at varsity events. However, this season we will also be competing at some IEPs, which stands for Independent Event Producers. There are not many differences in these events. However, I do want to go over just a couple things with you so that you can be prepared. If you have any specific questions for me on why our program has chosen to do this route, please send me an email or a text and I will be more than happy to call you and talk to you about it. First, so for varsity, it uses the universal scoring system. They do give bids to Regional Summit and D2 Summit at the varsity events. All athletes must be USASF registered to attend a varsity event, and these events are both fun and competitive. The 3 varsity events we are attending this season are All-Star Challenge, Battle at the Big Top, CheerSport Nationals in February, and Athletic Championships in March. For the IEPs, they also use the universal scoring system. So there's going to be no difference in the scoring, the score sheet, anything like that. They do give you the option to be USASF registered or not. We do have to have waivers filled out before each event. Usually it's on the same sheet of paper, so if we are on the competition week of an IEP, look out to your Remind text. Coaches will be coming to the car to ask you to sign the waivers. They are also super fun and super competitive. The ones that we are going to this season are Cheer Challenge, Victory Athletics, and All Out Championships. We did start attending these events last season, and I personally thought the quality of the events were just as good as a varsity event, and our athletes were actually given a little bit more things. So again, if you have any specific questions on why we went this route this season, please just give me a call or shoot me a text so we can get on the same page. All right, so out-of-state competitions. Our only regular season travel event this year is to Pensacola, Florida, and that's on April 29th and 30th. We will compete on both Saturday and Sunday at this event, and you are required to stay in Pensacola on both Friday night and Saturday night. This is a very strict rule, so please make sure you're looking into that booking as soon as possible. It is time to start booking those rooms. You can book anywhere within 20 minutes of the Pensacola Bay Center, which is where the competition is. It is not a play-to-stay event. However, there is a link to get some discounted hotels. So you can scan that QR code right on the left. But again, if you don't want to stay at any of those hotels, you do have the option to stay wherever you would like. So just make sure it's within that 20-minute range. On the Friday night prior to competition, you will be required to text me with your location by 11 p.m. so I know that you are either here safe and sound or that you're at the very least on the way. If you send your child with another family for this competition or any competition, whether it's in-state or not, make sure to work out financial arrangements with them beforehand. Hotels will also be required for D2 Summit if your teams receive a bid, and only Shade and Midnight are eligible for this event. All right, now that we've got the schedule down pat, we're going to talk about actual competition day. So what to expect. If this is your first year, welcome to a whole new world. Cheerleading competitions are loud, crowded, expensive, and definitely one of a kind. Expect to be at each event for around 2 to 4 hours. I also suggest that everybody gets a cheer bag, which is a designated place for your child's uniform, bow, makeup, etc., and that way you don't have to worry about things getting lost. If you do lose your makeup or your bow or your uniform skirt, those extra items do cost money, and I don't always have extras of everything. So definitely get a cheer bag and make sure everything stays in it so you don't lose anything. If you did want to get one of our Cheer Star bags, I do have several of those left as well. So reach out to me if you wanted to get one of those. What you need to expect to pay for at the event. First, you need to expect to pay for parking. Second, you need to expect to pay for any spectators who are coming to the event to watch your child. And then you need to expect to pay for concessions, water, anything like that that you would expect to pay for while you're inside the venue. Cheerleading competitions do run on time or early, so make sure you're in the arena way before your child's performance. It only lasts 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So even if you're a minute late, you could have missed over half of the routine. The week of each competition, you're going to get a competition packet from me. It'll be sent to your email. If they have everything released in time, you'll also get a paper copy sent home at practice. It is a very, very detailed packet that will be sent home to you that has everything you need to know about each event. Where is it at? Where do you park? How much is parking? How much does it cost to get in? Are there any summit bids? What time do you have to be there? Anything like that is in there, so please read them. It's only about 3 pages. I know that you guys all have a lot going on, but just try to read it so that you know what to expect and what to do once you get there. Again, event companies do not usually send a final schedule until the week of, usually on Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. So keep an eye out for your email. Of course, I will always send you a remind too whenever those packets are ready. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on those schedules. There is 3 main times that you need to pay attention to once you get that packet, and I have included a little sample chart below. But the first time is your arrival time. That is the time you are there, meeting your team, not pulling in the parking lot. As soon as you get to the competition venue, you need to find your coach and check in with them. Once they're checked in with their coaches, make sure that they don't have anything with them. No cell phones, no bags, no warm-up jackets, none of that stuff. All of that goes with you. Then you need to know the compete time, so you can be in the arena before they compete, ready to watch them. And then the last time you're going to need to know is awards. You'll usually meet back with your coaches about 15 minutes before the awards time, and then you're usually dismissed to go right after. All right, now we're on to competition makeup. You are going to get a makeup bag that has several items inside. It's got a 2-pan palette of Moonbeam and Hush Brown. It's got some Stick-It glue. It's got some really pretty crystalline glitter. It's got a dual-ended brush. And it's got your Brazen lip stain, which is your lipstick. You must purchase any black mascara, and then it's also optional if you would like to wear face powder, blush, or lashes. All of those things are up to you. You're going to get a YouTube video emailed out to you with step-by-step instructions on how to do this makeup application. I do want to be transparent with you guys in 2 different ways. One, it's a little more complicated than the makeup we've done in the past. The company that we've ordered from had some stocking issues, so we were not able to get that beautiful purple glitter that we've done for several years. So we've moved on to something a little more complicated, and in full transparency, even these new kits may not be here in time for our first competition. So I will keep you guys updated as the week goes on. Fingers crossed, but if the makeup has not arrived, we will do a natural look for our first competition, and again, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, now we're on to competition hair. All of our athletes should have their hair in a single high ponytail with no flyaways or bangs. It is absolutely not mandatory to use heat products on your hair, but it is mandatory to have neat hair. You do not need to have crazy hair that looks like you literally have never brushed it, flyaways everywhere. It should be neat, like you actually took some time to get it ready and looking nice. Braids are always acceptable. It could be braided into the ponytail. It could be full braids. All braids are acceptable. The ponytail should be on the top of the head with the bow able to sit straight up. Usually if that bow is laying down flat, that's a sign to you that that ponytail is not high enough. Your competition bow should only be worn for competitions. The replacement bows are $30. We got some really pretty custom stones, so we want to make sure that everybody's keeping up with these bows. Please be mindful of hairstyles that would add extra weight to the head. And remember, no beads or hair jewelry. This is a USASF rule for injury purposes. Athletes with hair that does not touch their collarbone may wear their hair half up, half down, but the half up part should still be up into a high ponytail. I have included several pictures on this screen as well for examples for you, but if you have any questions specifically pertaining to your child, always just send me a picture on your mind, and I can answer back to you quickly. And here is a video example of our beautiful bows for this season. The bows do have black on one end and purple on the other, so it's going to be black glitter at the top facing the ceiling, and the purple glitter strip is going to be next to the scalp touching the head. No jewelry should ever be worn with your cheerstars uniform. This includes stud earrings and belly button rings from our older athletes. Face piercings are included in this as well. It is my highest recommendation not to get any new piercings during competition season that can't be taken out for a few hours. If they do tend to grow up, if they're new, and you may have to pay to get them re-pierced if they grow up during warm-ups and competition time. This is a rule directly from the USASF. If a teen is seen in jewelry, even in the hallways or before warm-ups, they can receive a 1-point deduction for their team. So please, as soon as that uniform goes on, all jewelry goes off. Nails are a just as important dress code standard. Nails must be short, short, short. Absolutely no tips can go on your nails. If you turn your child's hand over and you're looking at the palm, we should not be able to see any nails coming over the fingertips, okay? Nails can be painted, but must be a neutral color like tan, nude, light pink, or white. If nails do not meet standards, we will bring your child to you with some nail clippers at competition and ask you to clip them. Okay, and I know that nails are expensive. So please just follow the rules. We do not want anybody to get hurt. It's not just about scratching other teammates, but it's more honestly about the athlete who has the nails themselves. I did include a picture here, which is honestly a minimal injury as far as the ones I've seen related to nails. It only takes one small bump and your whole entire nail bed is coming off. So please, no nails. You are an athlete. All right, so now we've covered makeup, hair, nails, and jewelry. So the last piece of our dress code is what do you actually wear to competition? So you're going to want to wear some combination of your uniform and your warm-up. Warm-up jackets were a requirement for all of our athletes, so you should have some, even if it was one from a year's past. And if you didn't get the warm-up pants, you can wear any plain black warm-up pants. But you can only wear your warm-ups or your uniform while you're at competition. You cannot show up wearing jeans or PJs or any combination of any of those things unless it is your warm-up or your uniform. The same thing applies for shoes. You are only allowed to wear your cheer shoes at a competition. Not Crocs, not slides, not slippers, not regular tennis shoes, competition cheerleading shoes only. Please wear black or nude panties under your uniform and wear black socks. Again, we don't want anything to be distracting to the judges, so everything should be black, 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 or skin tone, okay? So you can wear your full uniform with your warm-up jacket. You can wear your uniform top with your pants, with your skirt and your bag. You can wear your uniform top with pants and jacket. Or you can wear your uniform top with your pants or your skirt with an event t-shirt over that. Or you can skip all the warm-ups and all the extra things and just wear your full uniform. Equally as important of all the last sides is how do we act at a cheerleading competition? For Douglasville Cheer Stars, it is very important to us to teach and act out good sportsmanship while we're at competitions. So what exactly does that mean? We do not talk bad about other teams. We do not point and laugh at other teams. We don't wish that other teams fall or do bad. We support everybody. We clap for everybody. Even teams we're going against, even if they beat us and we think we should have won. What we choose to do is take whatever score sheet and things that we get and we come in the gym and we work hard. We don't wish bad on other people. We don't act ugly or nasty. We cheer for everybody, and if we have an issue, we work hard here in the gym. So, with all that being said, please show good sportsmanship while at competitions. That is in awards, before awards, anytime in between. You are a representation of this program, and you can, or your child can, be dismissed if we are not being good sports. So, control your emotions. If you need to pitch a fit, do it outside of the venue, and remember to just always be positive about our teams and about other teams. We are always trying to put out good karma so that it comes back to us. All right, now I'm going to go over a few more policies. They are important enough for me to have to physically say out loud to you, but I'm not going to give a ton of details. But if you have any questions about any of these policies, on these slides or before, and you want to know a little bit more explanation, just reach out to me. I would love to chat with you about it. Remember, rules are in a place for a reason. It's because they didn't used to be a rule and something happened to cause this to be a rule. So just keep that in mind as we go through these. Make sure your child gets a good night's rest and has healthy meals prior to their team's performance. That is lots of carbs and proteins, and that is low sugar intake and increase in water intake. This should happen about 7 days before each event, but definitely on the day of. Because cheerleading is not an individual sport, if your child goes to bed sick or wakes up sick, we still may expect them to compete sick. Call me as soon as you realize your child is sick. Do not send me an email. Do not send me a remind message. Give me a personal phone call. 404-422-7283. If you miss a competition, it is reason for immediate dismissal, and obviously this is handled on a case-by-case basis, but please keep in touch with me and communicate if anything crazy is going on in your life. Your athlete must be at all practices the week leading up to a competition in order to be eligible to compete, and there is no exceptions made to this. It is a safety issue for our athletes. Please watch all Cheer Stars teams from priority seating, which is a area right at the front of the stage for the parents and fans of that team. If you're required to watch Cheer Stars teams, it's going to be noted in your packet, so make sure you keep an eye on that big chart. But during those performances, please put your phones away and get excited for your kids. If it's your kids' team, obviously I know that you guys want a video of it. So if you're watching the other Cheer Stars teams, you should be extra loud and crazy so that those parents can have their opportunity to get their video, okay? But our athletes feed off of the energy from the crowd, so do not simply just watch them. Scream, clap, ring bells, noisemakers, whatever you got to do, they need to feel your support while they're on that stage. After competing, you will pick up your child, and they are your responsibility until we meet back up for awards. So no kid should ever be dropped off at a competition. You're going to need to pick them up right after the performance. It's usually on either the left or the right side of the stage, but pickup locations will always be sent to you via remind. So again, make sure everybody that's coming to competition is on that remind message. Be positive always, and especially to your child, and even on social media before and after an event, regardless of the outcome. Competition days are tense for parents, athletes, and coaches, so watch what you say at all times. You never know who's listening, and the most important person who's listening is your athlete. They learn from what you do, not just from what you say. If another child makes a negative comment and hurts your child's feelings and you feel the need to address it while at a competition, please attempt to address it with their parents directly. Do not parent a child that is not yours. If another parent is talking about your child or any child, inform me immediately. Keep in mind, bad days are bound to happen, and one day it will be your child's bad day. They will bust their tumbling or drop their stunt or simply just fall walking across the stage. So as a reminder, a child's performance or a final team placement is no reflection of you as a parent, and it is not a final reflection of them as an athlete either. Never approach a competition official or judge unless it's in the form of complimenting the competition. This includes if you, for example, won a national champion t-shirt and it's not the right size, reach out to me or the coaches and we can get this corrected for you. Before or after an event, do not contact competition companies for any reason. This applies to both phone and email, and this is a rule from competition companies. They do not deal with parents directly. You can post routine videos online, like on your Facebook, but only if it is a hit, which means all elements of the routine hit. Please note you cannot go live on Instagram or Facebook. This is against the rules, so our team could be disqualified for this. And this is arguably the most important thing I will say during this entire meeting, and that is be on time, be on time, be on time. It stresses out your athlete, and it does affect their performance, whether you think so or not. They need alone time with their team to get focused on the battle ahead. And you never know what's going to happen. We may have had an athlete wake up that morning with a stomach virus and we've got to change things. But we just need everybody there to be prepared, and it helps everybody not be stressed out. So be on time. We are family here at CheerStars, so make sure you're looking out for your family. If you see somebody in a CheerStars shirt that is lost, even if you don't know them, talk to them, make sure they know what's going on, help them out. We cannot do this without each other. So really try to be there for each other, and just be nice, guys. You know, anytime you go to a concert or a big event, there is a lot of people bumping and moving around, and sometimes it can just not be a great experience. But if we all have the mindset that we're going to have a great day and we're going to be nice to everybody we pass, I promise it will be a better experience for you, your athlete, and just everybody in general. So be nice and have fun. All right, a few final announcements. You guys are almost done. You should be receiving group texts from me. You actually should have gotten one about this video meeting. So if you did not receive it, you are most likely not on the group text. It is very important to be added, as most information I send out is via remind text, and on competition weekends, it is the only way I communicate. So please get everybody in your family on your group text. The codes for those are in your handbook, and if you need it, just send me a message and I can send it over to you quickly. Our first competition is this Saturday, December 3rd at the Buford Arena. Here are our tentative times. Shade arrival at 8 a.m. Shade competes at 10 a.m. Blackout arrival is at 9 a.m. Blackout competes at 11 a.m. And midnight arrival at 12 p.m. and compete time is 1:58 p.m. for midnight. That final schedule should be released actually later today. So as soon as I have the full packet, I will email it out to you. Our CheerStars holiday party is Wednesday, December 21st. Drop off your athlete at 6:30 and pick up at 8:30 p.m. This is an optional event, but it is really, really fun for our CheerStars, so we hope that you guys will be able to make it. This is for athletes only. Just a reminder, you cannot make anything with the CheerStars logo. It is a registered trademark. We did not do a parent shirt order before this competition. We will have one coming out right after Christmas for the rest of our competitions this season, but all of our CheerStars shirts and tank tops that we have right now in our pro shop are on sale. So stop by the front desk to pick up yours today. We are on regular practice schedule until Tuesday, December 20th. You should have already let me know if you are going to be out of town before this date. All practices start back on Monday, January 2nd. Please make practices a priority. Remember, you can be dismissed from the team for even one unexcused absence or even excessive tardies. Are you hearing any gossip? Make sure to reach out to me directly for clarification. This meeting covered all regular season events. Our end of season events, Regional Summit and D2 Summit, are also mandatory competitions. However, we must be invited in order to attend. Another video will be sent out in the next few weeks that just talks about these two events. What divisions are my team? Blackout is small mini level 1 D2. Shade is small junior level 1 D2. And Midnight is small junior level 3 D2. Have any questions? Send me an email at kelsey@douglasvillecheerstars.com or shoot me a message on Remind. I can't wait to see our stars shine bright this season.